Let's have a look at some of this morning's Saturday morning papers, shall we? The front pages. And let's start with the Times today. Alarm over new wave is their headline. We're just hearing from Adam Easton, weren't we, in Poland. The Times saying that government sources here are really worried about that spike in coronavirus cases happening not just in Poland, right across Europe, and that it could spark a new Covid wave in the UK as well, which could in turn mean that holidays could be increasingly unlikely this summer.
And then we've got several papers, including The Telegraph, carrying this picture of the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, his sleeve rolled up, receiving his first dose of the coronavirus vaccine. The paper also covers accusations by a former UK vaccine czar that European leaders were completely irresponsible in undermining the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID vaccine.
The Guardian's front page this morning leads with revelations that Saudi royals, Gulf states and billionaires are among those who've claimed millions of pounds in taxpayer-funded furlough money here in the UK.
And a socially aware makeover for the board game Monopoly is one of the stories picked up online. Toy company Hasbro announced it's updating all 16 community chest cards, which currently feature awards for winning a beauty contest or a tax refund. In their place will be more contemporary cards to give rewards for community service and social awareness, which the games maker thinks better reflects the post-pandemic world. But I would argue people, particularly when they play Monopoly, feel fairly wedded to the old traditions of that game.
There's something quite reassuring. It's like your Wellerman, isn't it?
Exactly. There's always the family joke about whoever wins the beauty contest and how unlikely it is. I'd be very sorry to see that go.
I thought you were going to say they were going to be having furlough payments involved and things like that, that they're going to bring it right up.
We don't want reminders of all of this.
No,
we want distractions.
Monopoly escapism.
Did you know the Queen had a puppy?
Well, I think we mentioned that last week, that she was getting Has she got one now?
She's got one. This had passed me by, but she has joined the hundreds, thousands, possibly millions of people who've got a puppy over the last 12 months. Because do you remember when her last pets died, the story was she wasn't going to replace them, she was too heartbroken. But what's curious about this, she got it from, you know, one of the Commonwealth standard pets for sale websites. It's not called that, but it's, you know, the place that a lot of people go to. You'd have thought that she might have a sort of specially sourced breeder, but apparently not. They just looked online.
Let's go to the nearest retail park outside Windsor.
Yes, a little bit like that. And inevitably, it's a cross. So it's not a pure corgi. Every dog is a cross these days. It's a cross between a corgi and a dachshund. Is that how you say it? And it's called Fergus, or one of them's called Fergus, in honour of her war hero uncle. The other one is called Mick, which is named after one of the monarch's favourite beauty spots. I wonder if she's having the same madness that I am at the moment, with
Are you still suffering?
Dogs chewing everything. And I would suggest my furniture is slightly less kind of precious than hers.
She's probably got more rugs than you have.
You know.
Story here in the Times this morning. We've got lots of companies at the moment are sort of reinventing flavours. We've talked about a well-known yeasty spread on toast, which has been adapted. Apparently KitKats in Japan, other chocolates are available. There's now a whisky flavour.
But they have every flavour of KitKat in Japan.
Do they?
They always have, yeah. They have.
How do you know this stuff,
flavours.
Rachel?
I think people just know that.
The people.
That's blank in your knowledge.
Yeah, well, there we go. Obviously, KitKat
they have
was...
like wasabi flavoured KitKats in Japan and things like that, I think.
Not really. Well, apparently they're really popular. £2. They can't buy them for love nor yen at the moment, but they're selling out. Whiskey flavoured KitKats, blimey.